Yeah, yeah. Shout out everybody tuning in. Today we talking LSU, man. We back in action. November 6th, Hall of Fame series to be held in Las Vegas, Nevada, home of the Las Vegas Aces. And we starting off this season against Colorado. So we got two matchups. We got LSU versus Colorado and USC versus Ohio State. Y'all know USC going to the Big Ten, so they getting not this season, but next season, they getting an early matchup. And I feel like that's of course, we all excited to see LSU. But as far as what I think is a good matchup, it's a lot more storylines and narratives to this game. Like, it would have been better to have LSU versus USC, like I was saying, because when is we gonna get to see Michaela play Juju? I don't understand this. Like, maybe I'm tripping. Am I overblowing seeing this matchup? Since when don't you want to see number one and number two that's been flopping for years? I go on YouTube, I type in Michaela versus Juju. I can't find it. When we could have got it in the McDonald's All-American game, they didn't give it to us. Like, what am I supposed to do? It's like when LeBron was coming out and we couldn't see LeBron play Melo. Like, we got to see that in high school on TV. So is it too much to ask Kim Mulkey? Can we get Juju versus Michaela, please? Like, if there's no other matchup, I need that matchup right there. Like, the youth. This is what y'all got to think about. The youth. Forget all these old Matt and all that. We want to see the youth versus the youth. Put the 1-star versus the 2-star. This a close matchup because they just like LeBron and Melo. They was close in size. Like, it's not like it's not like it was Juju and Jaylani or something where it's a mismatch in size. 6 foot, 6 foot. Let's see it. Both running guard. Let's see it. But we got LSU versus Colorado. So let's get into some numbers, man. So LSU last season was averaging 82 points a game, and they allowed 57. And we got Colorado scoring 69.2 points a game, and they allowed 59.3. LSU was averaging 46 rebounds, which I think is going to be key. And Colorado averaged 38 rebounds last season. And I feel like the big thing is just keeping Colorado off the three. Because if you keep them under 30%, for me going through a lot of numbers, and most of their losses against most teams, not even just all the good ranked teams, like teams that they beat, the Utahs, let me go down. So they got key wins. They key wins last year. They beat UCLA, but they didn't start the season hot. Like, they lost to a Tennessee that was struggling. So they didn't really heat up until January to get these key wins. Whereas LSU from the door, was on fire. And Angel Reese throughout her career in game ones, Angel Reese is averaging 24 and 15. Her first game one at Maryland, she put up 20 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 15 minutes and shot 70% from the field. They beat Davidson 94-72. In her second game one, like, this is just the first game of the season. I'm just saying, coming in ready, coming in hot, and she's really going to be ready because she's going to be coming off a gold medal. She ain't taking no breaks. Whereas Colorado, they took that slow start in November and December and then heated up in January. LSU was going to be ready. Even Anissa over there for the trials, whether she make it or not, she's ready. They've been in LSU camp, and I'm not saying everybody else ain't playing, but it's a difference when you competing at that level in which Angel going to be competing for the gold medal, and then bringing that energy into the season. And they know that all of y'all is coming for them. Like, even though Colorado may have started last season slow as far as against top teams, I do expect them to show up because they understand the light that Angel Reese. Like, it's probably gonna be packed with celebrities that first game. Like, it's in Vegas too, so it might be like a Mayweather event. Maybe not that big, but just that same type of feeling, like a fight in Vegas, like a good fight in Vegas. Now, if you had I don't know, cause Juju brings celebrities out too. If you would have had both of them on the same court, man, it would have been woo. It'd have been some heat. But let me see. So Colorado a good matchup though. They made the Sweet 16 last year. Foreman, what she shot from three? She shot 39% from three. We got Quay Miller. She averaged 13.1 and 8.9 rebounds. Quay shot 33% from three and 45% from two. Now, against Tennessee, Quay went 0-5. This is what I'm saying in the first matchup, and she can't afford, and she had 5 fouls. She can't afford to come out like that against LSU because it's going to get ugly fast. But the key wins that they did get, they beat UCLA 73, Colorado 73-70. They shot 46% from three. When they beat Utah, they shot 45% from three. And when they beat Arizona, Foreman was 5 of 8 from three, so she hit majority. Most of the time it's her getting hot. But I'm seeing in the losses, when they get cold, they get very cold, because when they lost to Arizona, they shot 8% from three, went 1 of 12. When they lost to USC, they shot 20% from three. When they lost to Washington, they shot 22% from three. So the big thing for me, of course, LSU, I don't think they're going to be able to compete on the boards. I know they got a freshman coming in. She had like 600 rebounds throughout her high school career. But I don't think she's 6'3", but coming into an environment like this, with pressure like this, with lights like this, I don't think that's going to save you. Now, if Jalen gets hot, they're Colorado's point guard, she come play like, against Iowa, Quay Miller. I think they all can have good games and still lose. I just think it's a different level. Now, they do have, this is a solid win, though. It's one of them where it's like, okay, where you can just get a sneak peek of what's what against solid resistance. Nobody can be crying now like, who they play, who they beat, because they getting that over with right from the gate. You can't complain about a team that beat UCLA, that beat Utah. That was a tough game for LSU, and it beat Arizona and had a pretty good game against Iowa. So, haters, it ain't really nothing to hate about. But the game for me is Cody McMahon, Juju Watkins, Ohio State, USC. I'm getting to see Diana Collins, Kennedy Cambridge transferring from Kentucky to O State. That's the game I'm really going to be tuned in on. But if Colorado is hitting their threes and they shooting over 30% from three, I do expect the game to be a little bit closer. But I just think it's not like you can double Angel Reese now. Like maybe that's a game plan before you double her, or you got a Aaliyah Boston that could take her out the game, get her in foul trouble, because you got a different type of killer on that perimeter that can really create her own shot that's going to make you have to come out there, and then that's going to open up the paint. Like, Michaela Williams is just different. Like, I think she, like, top player in the country, like, and not top 10, like, top 5 player in the country, different. Like, we going to see. I got to see her do it at this stage. I'm not just going to give it out early, but from what I've seen in high school and based on her size, and it's just her overall understanding coming from a hoop family, I just think it's going to be real different once she get out there. And a lot of teams going to come in with a certain strategy, and it's going to be broken up because you're going to have to put so much energy out here that you're going to forget about that inside. And when you forget about that inside, then that's just when the game going to get out of hand. So I expect how many points I give? 15. plus 12. I get Colorado. I bet LSU plus 12. Plus 12. I do think Foreman. I think I expect the best from Colorado, but I expect LSU to be ready too. But by Colorado bringing back the bulk of their team, along with some extra size to help, as long as the threes are falling, if the threes not falling, they getting blew out. But if the threes are falling decently, if they can get to 30% from three, I think it should be a pretty good game. So you guys let me know what y'all think. What are you looking forward to? And if anybody want to take that bet, hit me on Twitter, Hoop Gallery. Just leave me your Cash App, leave me your PayPal. I'm taking all bets. Plus 12. Plus 12. Plus 12. I'll give you 12 points with Colorado. I'm up.